also her whole body's gonna ram into the car.
Oh, scared me.
Bonjour à tous! Dans la continuité de notre voyage canadien dans le monde des refuges animaliers, nous visitons aujourd'hui notre 8e refuge. Nous sommes à Sandy Pines Wildlife Center pour rencontrer et parler des espèces sauvages locales ontariennes. Pensez à vous abonner si ce n'est pas déjà fait et que vous aimez ce que nous faisons. C'est gratuit et ça représente beaucoup pour nous.
Nous avons rencontré Sue, la directrice qui a démarré Sandy Pines il y a 25 ans avec son mari.
My name is Sue Meach. This is the Wildlife Rehabilitation Centre. It's located just outside of Napanee, Ontario. We rescue and release injured and orphaned animals, birds, reptiles, you name it, we take it.
Afin de mieux comprendre le fonctionnement du centre, nous avons pu en faire le tour avec Tess. Grâce à elle, nous en avons appris plus sur leur mission et sur les animaux qui passent leurs portes. Nous avons commencé par la salle des rapaces et des oiseaux aquatiques, mais nous n'y sommes pas entrés pour ne pas les stresser inutilement. Dans la salle d'après, nous avons vu plusieurs espèces d'écureuils, ainsi que des bébés opossums orphelins dont la mère fut tuée par une voiture. Il y avait également une petite moufette toute mignonne.
He will show you his butt, but he probably won't spray. He's very cute.
Wow, how old is he?
He's like 6-7 weeks, and so they stomp at you when they're showing aggression, and they give you a little stomp to let you know to get out of their territory.
Okay.
Before that ever spray you, that's what they do.
Et dans le coin de la pièce, il y avait un porc-épic gravement blessé par un husky qui a tenté de le tuer. Le husky a dû être emmené chez le vétérinaire avec 200 piquants dans la face. Le propriétaire du chien a également eu le réflexe de mettre le porc-épic à l'abri et d'appeler Sandy Pines. D'ailleurs, appelez un professionnel si vous trouvez un animal blessé, surtout s'il s'agit de bébés. Ne les touchez pas et ne les déplacez pas vous-même. La mère pourrait revenir les chercher. Demandez conseil.
Alors que nous discutions, un couple est arrivé avec une grande boîte dans laquelle se trouvait un cygne blessé. J'ai donc demandé à Sue ce qu'il allait devenir à partir de son arrivée au centre.
From the look of him in that box, I would say not much hope. He's obviously really down because he was completely covered with a blanket and not moving. First of all, we usually give something for pain. If it's an animal that's fighting us and it needs restraint, we will give it a tranquilizer. We will make a decision, is this something we can work with, or is this something that the animal is suffering too much and we should euthanize? If it's something we can work with, we start working on it. We might do a blood test for this swan to see if it's got lead poisoning. It's obviously been injured, so we would take it to X-ray to see if any bones are broken.
You have all of this in here?
Yes.
Wow, okay, cool.
Yes. About 45%.
That can't make it.
Yes. The thing is, it's not like humans. You have to remember that this is a wild animal or wild bird. The very fact that you can go and pick it up to bring it in here to us means it's got to be badly injured or very, very sick. They don't come in here with a splinter in the end of their finger. They come in here because their life is in the balance.
Au bout du bâtiment se trouve une salle silencieuse, celle des lapins. Un lapin peut facilement mourir d'un arrêt cardiaque s'il est stressé, d'où la nécessité d'une pièce calme. La plupart des lapins présents ici arrivent suite à une attaque de chat. Tess nous a fait passer par leur salle vétérinaire dans laquelle ils sont capables de faire toutes les interventions de base. Puis nous a emmenés dans la salle des tortues.
Cette première tortue avait une carapace fracturée qui a dû être collée et scotchée. Cette seconde tortue a la capacité impressionnante d'être capable de complètement fermer sa carapace.
This part of her shell is called the bridge. So it bridges, this is her carapace and this is her plastron. So it bridges these two bones together. So when this bridge fractures, it's a problem because then her shell's very unstable. The top and the bottom don't come together well. So what our vet tech has done here is she's essentially cleaned everything, aligned it, and then used zip ties and these zip tie clamps to create a pressure that keeps the bridge like this so that tissue can come together and heal at that point.
So it was opened up here?
Yeah, this whole crack right here is all like open fracture. And they definitely have a lot of sensation in their shell. So often if you like tap their shell or something, they know, they're like, whoa, you're touching me.
We here are on the same page. We don't believe that a wild animal should ever be kept in captivity. It wasn't born in captivity. Can you imagine taking a bird like an eagle or a hawk amputating a part of a wing because it's broken and keeping it in captivity for the rest of its life, which is a jail sentence for that bird. This bird's done nothing wrong, and you're shutting it in a cage for the rest of its life. Its mate is still out there. Every year it breeds and it has babies. You're taking all that away from the bird. For what? For your own pleasure? Or so you can educate some kids? No. Most people that bring in animals, especially if they've driven that far, we often call them to do the release. And they get very excited about that. We give them detailed instructions on how to do this. They don't touch the animal, they don't stay around. They just take the box or the carrier, open the door, stand back and let them go.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
I guess in another way that makes them care
Yes.
a bit more.
Well, they've cared enough to bring in the animal.
Si c'est un bébé, l'animal doit être relâché dans un rayon de 15 km de là où il a été trouvé. Si c'est un adulte, il doit être ramené à l'endroit où il fut récupéré.
He has family there. He has friends there. He knows where the good food is. It would be like you. Where your home is, you have family, friends, and you know where the good restaurants are, right?
Yeah.
If you have a turtle like this and you're really afraid of them, get the mat out of your car. You know how you have like a back mat on the floor? Put it on the ground, grab her tail in the back of her shell. She can't do anything to you back here. And lift them and put them on your car mat and then drag the car mat.
Okay.
Everyone else is pretty easy to pick up. Like, they're not aggressive animals. They're really not hard. Don't like mess with their face. Snapping turtles will jump up at your car because they think it's a predator, because anything that comes over top of them, they'll snap at, because that's how they eat. Any fish or anything that swims above them, they'll snap it. So she will be on the road and you'll think, oh, I will just go over her, but I won't hit her. She'll snap up at your car, break her face, and then your car will gouge out her shell. The car drove over top of her, she snapped up, and the car dug that out of her shell. That's her spine. And that face is gonna snap up at the car, and then also her whole body's gonna ram into the car.
Oh, scared me.
And you see that she has that big back gouge now. She's like, I'm done with you.
Tess nous a ensuite montré la capacité de cicatrisation impressionnante de ces animaux, comme cette tortue qui a perdu un pied et complètement cicatrisée dans la nature. Et la dernière tortue que nous avons vue, elle, vient d'Amérique du Sud et n'a rien à faire ici. Elle fut achetée et relâchée dans la région. Chose autant immorale que dangereuse à la fois pour la tortue et pour la faune locale.
We have an incubation machine here. This is specifically for doing reptile eggs.
So the eggs are legs.
The eggs are legs.
Remove the turtle, get the eggs.
Yep. And then we have a whole protocol for them, but we implant the eggs. Like mom would lay them in the sand, we lay them in a special substrate.
I feel like I'm in Jurassic Park right now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, this is it.
Si vous voyez des œufs de tortue dans la nature, vous n'avez légalement pas le droit d'y toucher et de les déplacer. Vous pouvez cependant les protéger des prédateurs en plaçant une protection au-dessus du nid.
I think in that incubator we have like 286 eggs, and we're still going to get more. So
Okay.
it's a lot of animals at one time. So we do take care of turtles all year round. This room always has animals in it.
La première année, Sue et son mari se sont occupés de 7 animaux. Maintenant, le centre en reçoit pas loin de 5000 par an.
They can go to our website, it's sandypineswildlife.org. You'll find all kinds of information on there, a way to donate, a wish list, how to volunteer, how to get here if you're bringing in an animal or a bird or a reptile.
Awesome.
Here are my chickens, come say hello. Chickies! Chickies!
Un gros merci à Sue et Tess pour le temps qu'elles nous ont accordé, ainsi qu'à toute l'équipe de Sandy Pines pour leur travail. Si vous n'êtes pas encore abonné, pensez à le faire, car dans la prochaine vidéo, nous serons complètement entourés d'ânes. À la prochaine!